Welcome to Polymer Clay TV. It's Kira, and today I'm going to show you how to do unique custom colors to create matching hotfix stones. And I'll also do a little shimmer shifts and show you what those look like. Let's go ahead and get started. So I want to show you a couple quick surface techniques using the hotfix ceramic stud cabochons. And they come in lots of colors, like in the DIY fairy line we have little packs that have several colors. This one has a pearl and a aurora borealis, kind of a white. And then we have the pack that has the 4 teardrop and oval shaped whites and some other whites that are around. So basically I'm going to show you how to dye those with alcohol ink so they can be any color you want. So I've taken the kite cutter and the oval cutter. I've cut it in half to make 2 pieces in order to just get a surface to decorate. And the color there is Souffle Royalty. And the way I use my cutters is I use a piece of plastic wrap to cut through using the cutter, and then that gives you a nice rounded and beveled edge. So first I'm going to use some shimmer shifts with my finger. So these are really cool powdered flakes that are heat resistant, and what happens is a bunch of them will stick to the inside of the cap, and they shift depending on how the light hits them. So I'm just going to tap some on with my finger, and they'll show through like where I don't stick down cabochons. And since the cabs are hotfix, I don't need to worry about these because the cabs will just stick right over them. So just kind of sticking some on, maybe choosing 2 colors. Most of them have, like this one has a whole bunch of colors inside of it, but maybe I'll use this one too. It's kind of more of a warm purple mix with the pink in it, which is my favorite color. So we're just getting sort of a mix of stuff going on here, and then I'm going to lay down some of these cabs and play around with their colors. So just make sure you don't have a fan blowing or something, because these are pretty wispy and they'll blow around. Okay, and so on this one, let's see. I want to use some of these bigger ones and have a little fun with them. And then on the kite shape, let's see, I do want to put some of these here, sort of maybe make it look like a little flower. So you can play around, and then when you're ready and you like where it is, just press it down so it makes good contact with the clay, so that when you bake it, you get that glue that's underneath them sticking right to your clay. For this next part, you might want to use a tool. This is called the Crystal Katana. I picked it up at the craft store, and it's kind of cool. It's got a hard wax tip, and then like the other end you can use to press down. So I'm going to use it because I'm using these very small cabochons. And the wax tip helps you pick them right up and stick them down on the clay. Makes it really easy. So just decide what you want your pattern to be. And do your decorating. And now we will play with ink. So I put rather a large drop right there, and I'm just using my ball stylus tool to pick it up and spread it around. Alcohol ink takes a little time to dry, so you have time to work. If you put too much of like a blob somewhere, which is what happened to me over here in the corner. And once I have gotten started, I can just grab a small brush and keep working. And alcohol ink can be cleaned up with rubbing alcohol too. So if you make a blob and you want to fix it, you can do that. So that was the, this is Adirondack ink in Mermaid. And I'm going to grab one of my small round metal bowls, which makes a great tool for this, and squeeze out some alcohol blending solution, which will act as both a cleanup tool and a way for me to just continue working with this color, kind of clean it out of my brush, clean up some of the little spill that happened over here, even paint a little bit around on the clay. I mean, you can do so much with alcohol inks. Maybe tint this side of my pendant a little bit of blue, just to spread that out, and then make sure, just by touching little dots, that my ink is spread out on the cabochons and it's falling the way I like it, all the way down to the base. It's kind of like just a re-wetting agent. So next, I'll work on the center ones. Let's pick another color, maybe a blue. I've got these wrapped up for teaching. So this one is Sailboat Blue. And I'm just going to touch a little dot of it and paint it right onto this center stone, because this blending solution is perfect for keeping everything wet and moving. So you don't even really have to squeeze out a drop if you're using it. And since that center stone is blue, I will do the others blue as well, so that they match. So this is just a fun way to tint your white cabs so that you get the colors that you want. Super easy. Perfect way to make coordinating sets and stuff. You can add and subtract color using the blending solution so that you can make it really intense or kind of marbled looking. Just play around. It's really fun. And then once you are done, just stop and it'll dry, and then you can bake it and it will set onto those stones. So for the pink stones, I used Wild Plum for the color. And now I feel like I'm all set. And I can bake this. Of course, if you want to put hanging holes in it, you can do it now. Or you can drill your holes afterwards, however you want to do it. But it makes a really pretty design with unique custom colors instead of just the ones that they come in. So I hope that you'll give it a shot. And if you want to come over to Polymer Clay Tribe and share what you made, we'd love to see all of your experiments. Thanks so much for hanging out with me at Polymer Clay TV, and we'll see you next week.